Welcome back. Casey's still got food in his mouth. You got to chew a little faster, boy.
Well, I took too big of a bite. I didn't come back from
Didn't
break.
your mom ever teach you not to chew with your mouth
My
open?
mom taught me so many
Talk
things.
with your
God love her. I just didn't listen to her much. She taught me a ton of
Anyways.
stuff. That wasn't her fault.
Our coverage continues live here at the Grants Museum in Clearfield County. Really neat place to be. Our Jordan Tracy has been kind of roaming around this morning, checking out everything that it has to offer. Jordan joining us live now with more. Jordan, good morning.
Good morning, Jordan.
Hey, good morning, guys. You know, as we talked a little bit earlier, we talked about, how some of these pieces here have been donated by people in the community. Tom Reed joining us. We have a pretty cool collection over yonder here of a lot of interesting animals, things like that. Tell us a little bit about this thing that was donated here.
In the corner, we have a collection from William Evans. He's from Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania. He'd been to Africa probably 7 or 8 times, and accrued a nice collection of game mounts that he donated to the museum. The total value of his estate there was worth $250,000, no less.
When someone reaches out to you like that and says, hey, I have this really valuable collection, what does that mean to the museum here to have something like that?
We make space.
you make space.
Yes, sir.
So, you talked about how this could be a good place for, people to come for like Father's Day, things like that.
Right.
Why do you think so?
If most everybody in this area is interested in cars, especially old cars, and not to mention all the hunters that we have in this area, so there's a little bit of everything here, or something for everybody here.
Yeah, exactly. I think so. I mean, I've been looking at some of these things here. Just there's a warthog here. I've been singing the Lion King song in my head, and Pumbaa does when I was a young warthog. The whole kind of story. But yeah, it's really interesting here. You guys got to check it out. But our tour isn't done. A little bit later, we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the stuff we have here. But for now, I'm going to send it back to everybody on the other side of the museum. Hello over there.
Hello, Jordan. We can kind of hear him off in the distance.
Yes. Thank you.
Jordan, thank you. Of course, we will continue our on-the-road coverage, but there's something else that we want to talk about this morning that's important and necessary. Some strong storms pounding part of our area last night. One of the areas hardest hit was in the Wilkes-Barre area. Wilkes-Barre Township, a shopping plaza there, got pretty damaged. Take a look at this video. There are reports of several buildings that collapsed in that area. This comes following a tornado warning that was issued, but there were also some tornado warnings that were issued in our area last night as well. Fortunately for us, not as severe damage, but we aren't going to know quite yet if it was an actual tornado until some point later today.
Exactly, and that's the same thing for Wilkes-Barre as well. The National Weather Service always goes after the event to see how things the damage were. If it kind of looks like it's spun all around and the trees are different ways or the buildings are different ways, then they know it's a tornado. But if it's all one way, then they determine that it's straight line winds.
Right.
So we'll find out later today. But we did have those tornado warnings in Indiana, Cambria, and also in Blair County. And we did have some damage in Cambria County. If we take a look at the storm reports, one of those places was along Route 22 near the Route 53 exit. Over a dozen large trees were down, and I think that's where the National Weather Service will head today and probably determine if that was a tornado or not. So we're going to keep you up to date on that. Great news. Taking a look at Doppler this morning, we are clear. All of those storms out of central Pennsylvania. We're going to stay dry today and basically the whole way until early next week. So it is going to be a lot of an improvement compared to yesterday. So temperatures currently are in the 50s for the most part. 53 here in Clearfield, 55 in State College, 56 in Johnstown, 50 in Du Bois, but 63 in Altoona, and currently 48 in Punxsutawney. A little bit of a cool spot. And a cold front moved through. That's what brought us those strong to severe storms. And now we have winds from the west to northwest. We'll continue to have that northwesterly wind today. It's going to be a bit breezy. And this morning, where we had some of those thunderstorms with very heavy downpours, we're seeing visibility reduced because of fog, down to less than a mile in Indiana as well as in Bedford. So take your time if you are traveling through those regions. Today, highs will reach into the upper 70s to lower 80s. Again, breezy, mostly sunny, low humidity. It's going to be a great day. If we time this out with Future Track, really the only thing changing on our Future Track is the time, because we're really going to see not a cloud in the sky. High pressure continues to sit over our region for the day on Friday, keeping us dry. Then into Saturday morning, you can see a system off on the Great Lakes. That's going to be starting to enter our region late on Saturday. Could see a stray shower or thunderstorm, and we're going to also get a little bit more humid, and that trend continues into next week. But tonight, temperatures fall into the upper 40s to lower 50s, mainly clear. Tomorrow, highs will be in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Another fantastic day, comfortable sunshine, only a few passing clouds. And then over the weekend, that's when that heat and humidity arise. By Monday and Tuesday of next week, nearing that 90-degree mark. It's going to be sticky and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Christy, thank you.
Christy, thank you
Welcome.
for that. We're on the tail end, you could say, of our on-the-road tour of Clearfield County this week, but we still have a couple more stops to make.
Yes, and we invite you to meet up with our team tonight. They will be at Denny's Beer Barrel Pub. You can stop by. That is running from 3 until 7. We hope you come out and join us there.
No one goes hungry at Denny's Beer Barrel Pub, I can
for
tell you
sure.
that. That is for sure. You might want to wash it down with a cold brew, too. And there are many, at least a few good breweries in Clearfield
Yeah.
County. We're going to profile one here specifically coming up in a little bit.
Yeah, coming up, we're going to tell you about a unique brewing company in Du Bois that is unlike any other. Be sure to stay with us.